Hi guys, hi, hope everyone's keeping really well. It's Rob back on this New Year's Eve, my annual roundup, just sort of favourite pickups from the year, and just a few things to show as well that I've picked up for Christmas that are music or record related. So I don't know whether you can hear my voice. I've got an absolutely stinking cold. I'm not kind of feeling at my best. So I'm going to sort of keep this fairly brief. So apologies if my voice sounds even worse than usual. So, but anyway, yes. So as far as the gifts are concerned, those perceptive amongst you may have noticed sitting just to the right of my speaker there is the latest addition to the Pink Attic wall. That's just a little vinyl record clock that my good friend Dave got me for Christmas. So thank you very much, Dave. That was really good of you. So just some other music gifted as well that I picked up. So a couple of records here from my brother. So he got me Peggy Lee. This is Pretty Eyes. Yeah, I'm a big Peggy Lee fan. So yeah, this is just a classic from a late 50s period. Just Peggy at her absolute best. Pretty Eyes, As You Desire Me, It Could Happen to You, Want to Be Loved, Remember You Because I Love Him So. Just fabulous stuff. And then, if that wasn't enough, he also got me a second album. This is Osibisa's debut record from 1971, I think, or 1970, is it? I think it's 71, with that kind of wonderful Roger Dean artwork. Fantastic. Yeah, wonderful Afrobeat. Everybody knows Osibisa. If you don't, get some in your life. Certainly the first 3 or 4 records are really good, and you can pick them up reasonably inexpensively. I have to say, and I can actually say this because I don't think my brother watches my videos very often, but I do actually already have both of these records. But what I will say is that these are both in better condition than the ones that I already have. So these are definitely upgrade copies. So Steve, bless you, mate. It's the thought that counts at the end of the day. So fantastic. Yeah, and obviously those will absolutely 100% be staying in my collection. Okay, then I also got because there's several of Bowie's 70s albums that I'd either worn out or didn't have. When my sister asks me every Christmas, she says, "What would you like record wise?" I never give her anything obscure or hard to come by or whatever. Just make it nice and easy for her. I always just say, "I'll just get me one of the Bowie reissues." And this is actually the only 70s Bowie album that I didn't have on vinyl. So this is, of course, Young Americans. And this obviously a reissue. These Parlophone reissues I think are fantastic. Got the original sort of textured sleeve there. Just wonderful quality printing. Obviously on the label there, aping the original RCA Victor. Usual plain white inner. And lyric sheet. So yeah, obviously you got Lennon on this, very much sort of soul-y kind of vibe going on here. Obviously the fabulous soul-y title track, When, and of course Fame. Fabulous stuff. Really, really pleased to get that. Okay, so these are just a few of my favourite pickups from the year. So by no means all of them, but just a handful. Otherwise, we're going to be here kind of all day, because I still, even though I didn't probably buy as much this year as I had done previous years, basically because I'm still at kind of capacity level, so I keep having to kind of purge to speculate and, you know, make room for more. Yeah, so I'll start just my favourite pickup of the year, new release, Installment of I'm not going to show it because I've showed it loads of times already, so and I'm sure you're all aware of it. It was Matt Johnson's first studio album for 25 years. I know several people who went to the concert at Villa Park when he played. I dearly regretted not getting a ticket, because everybody who saw it said it was fantastic. You know, the show and the album in its entirety, and then sort of doing the hits afterwards. But yeah, it's just a fantastic double album. Wonderful, wonderful release. That's definitely my favourite new release for this year. Okay, and then I'm just going to flick through really quickly some just favourite pickups. So I've been playing this loads since I picked it up in the summer. Absolutely love this one. This is June Tabor. This is Airs and Graces original on Topic. So June Tabor, if you don't know June Tabor, fantastic folk singer. This is, I think, her first album from 1975 or 76, not quite sure. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. And I kind of bought it because I love the band, her version of the band played Waltzing Matilda, which she does completely a cappella, which is just absolutely breathtaking, beautiful. And if it doesn't make you shed a tear when you listen to it, you must be made of stone, because it's just one of the most affecting songs certainly I've ever heard. Pull Down, Lads, that's beautiful, the last track. But yeah, there's just not a bad moment. She does a wonderful version of Reynardine, of course. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful record. Okay, a couple of space rock ones that I was delighted to get, and never thought I'd pick up these kind of minty copies. I'd owned both of them previously, one a number of occasions, but never found a really minty copy. This one, In Search of Space, Hawkwind, so then second studio album from 1971. This is a really, really minty copy. I'm not going to get it all out and show it because I showed it on one of my previous videos, but it is a first UK pressing, and it's virtually mint with the logbook, and I paid 40 quid for it, which is less than half of what they usually go for. So absolutely delighted to have picked that one up. And then a few weeks later, Ben put this aside for me. This is Space Ritual, their classic live album, and deemed one of the best live albums of all time, deservedly. Again, a first UK press with the psychedelic inners on United Artists, and it's the full fold-out cover, but in immaculate condition, not ripped, no tears. You just rarely see this in such good condition, and the records sound great. but even if the records are scratched, I mean, Hawkwind Live, you know, the way their albums are recorded and so on, it doesn't really make that much difference because they're quite sludgy anyway. So, but yeah, fantastic energy as a live album. Wonderful, wonderful listen. Okay, another one I was delighted to get. So this is quite a difficult one to get on B&C Records. Another one I got earlier this year. Wonderful progressive folk artist. This is Keith Christmas and Pygmy. This was actually, I think this was Ben's copy that he was kind of purging, having a bit of a purge, getting rid of some of his records. And I remember him saying to me that he was glad that he was letting it go to me, because if I ever decided to sell it, he'd be able to reacquire it. So, but yeah, it's just orchestrated pop, wonderful arrangements by Robert Kirby, of course, who worked with Nick Drake. Absolutely fantastic stuff. So really delighted to get that. And then finally, just a couple that some of you may remember that I acquired a record collection from one of my best mate, Dave Cottrell, years back in the summer. Collection that he'd had for years. I basically, there was two records in there that were just absolutely just blew my mind. This first one, it's a second edition of Never Mind the Bollocks, Sex Pistols, so early 1978 copy on that Sky Blue Virgin label. Not super rare or anything, but you know, fairly tricky sometimes to get hold of in good condition. They go for a few quid, not mega money like the originals without with the single, and where the tracks hadn't been kind of decided on and so on the back, so the backs were blank. But yeah, wonderful, really pleased to get that. And then this one, Yada Yada, so yeah, original copy, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. This is a record that I had years ago, and when I first sold some of my record collection back in the 80s, I sold it to Dave. I actually found this secondhand in a record shop called the Discovery in central Birmingham. And when I got it home, it had an original concert program in it, which is Elton John and the Kiki D Band. Yeah, this is from Birmingham Town Hall, Monday the 17th of December 1973, and I know that because the owner has written that here, whoever the original owner was. So just absolutely just fantastic to get this, because it's actually signed by all the band. So you got Elton's signature on the front there, and then you have David Johnson, Dean Murray, all the rest of the band also signing it. And yeah, I'm not going to show, but again, there's a video of me showing all this earlier in the year. So if you want to go and check that out, I'll go through that in a bit more detail. But yeah, delighted to get that back in the collection, because I never thought I'd own it. And you often don't get a second bite at the cherry with these things, do you? But so Dave, bless you. Thank you for giving me that opportunity to reacquire that. That kind of made my year, basically. So absolutely fantastic. Guys, whatever you're getting up to New Year's, I hope you all have a fantastic time. By the time this is uploaded, well, probably now, those in the Southern Hemisphere, it's already New Year, it's 2025 already. So hopefully this will upload before midnight, but I do have sometimes problems with my internet, so you never know, might still might have some difficulties there. But yeah, all being well, hope you all have a great celebration, whatever you're doing. I'm not doing anything, I just stay in because New Year's is a big disappointment for me after Christmas. We have a big family Christmas and we're all just all just flaked out basically. So anyway, all the best. Thanks once again, and I've said this before, but I really do appreciate everybody who supports my channel, watches my videos, likes, comments, etc. I'll hopefully be still making just as much content in 2025. I know there's quite a few threads going around at the moment, and obviously the vinyl tag, so I'll be doing that in the next few days. All the best, guys. Let's all have a fantastic, healthy and safe and prosperous 2025. Cheers, guys. All the best to you. Bye-bye.